Dino Wars Wave 3 week continues with Autobot Blades. You can see he's a repaint of Alpha Bravo. He's pretty much the straight mold with a new head and different colors. I'm using his little foot piece here as kind of the helicopter support blades, or not blades, but you know, the little helicopters have the little legs that support them. Anyway, so yeah, he is just a straight repaint of Alpha Bravo. He's a lot more red than I usually imagine Blades being, because I'm used to, you know, the old G1 one where it was more of a medical helicopter, whereas here he's painted in more of a red with the white rescue helicopter. And it still works for a Protectobot, so it's not a big deal. I'm just used to him being a little bit more white with like the red cross on him and everything. So he comes with the weapon, the Gatling gun weapon, and a little pistol. He does have some built-in missiles here as well. He comes with his instruction booklet, and he does also come with a comic. Again, one of the current Transformers comic where they were hunting the enigma of combination and secrets on Earth. On that, with a bio on the back, I didn't show off Works. He's got a longer bio. The boxes have a short bio up in the corner on the back, and he's got a longer bio on the back of the comic itself. And then he's got the art, the Legends game art on the front cover. He does not come with a card. So yeah, we've already seen Alpha Bravo, and aside from the head sculpt, there's not a whole lot different here aside from the paint scheme. So yeah, he's a helicopter. He spins. The end. So Transform will go ahead and lift this up and unpeg his arms. His legs split. I guess we'll go ahead and fold this up. Right here, this piece comes down, not like that. Feet. I'll go ahead and lift these pieces up. To form his feet, these panels flip up and rotate around. And then you can split his legs here. Get his arms out of the way. They just split like this and extend in much the way that a lot of these guys do, where you just kind of pull this down and then pull the knee hinge up. Put it down so the tabs face forward and then lock them back in place. And then, come on, legs. There we go. Split the legs. They really click together really well there. There's a little bit of flash on this tab, so it kind of locked into place versus just tabbing together. Rotate his body around at the waist. Flip his feet up. He's got ratcheting elbows. Turn his head around. You can see his new head sculpt. Big, square, angry blue face. You should come all the way up and tab in here. There we go. And then you can rotate this to be flat if you want on this. It plugs into the back. You can see there's a couple of tabs here that peg in. It gives him a little bit of visual distinction behind him, but with I just tend to leave it straight back like that. But it is possible to rotate that. You should rotate it over his head if you wanted. Give him a little hat. And then these just kind of fold up. And they sit a little loosely. I like to just kind of tuck them in between the tail fins, and that holds them in place. And that's really all there is to him. He's got the ball-jointed head, which does allow him to look up and around quite a bit, not down so much. Ball-jointed shoulders, or bicep swivel. Ratcheting elbows, no articulation in the wrist. He does have a waist swivel, thigh swivel, hinge knees, and you get a little bit of movement there in the toes, but not enough to really help with with leaning forward type poses. The toes don't come up. Now we can hold his pistol, and again, this can peg in a couple of different places in his hand. You can plug it into the side back here. Doesn't really fit in robot mode, but there's a storage. But just, yeah, I guess you can kind of sling it there on his side for storage. And again, he turns into a limb in the same way that Alpha Bravo did. He comes with his hand. He's got some Gatling guns on the arm. And we'll show him off in limb mode when we get to Defensor. Defensor. I don't know. Defensor. Now I'm kind of stuck in a loop. But there's his fist. And you already saw it in foot mode, like that. He will be an arm when we get to combined mode, although he can be an arm or a leg, depending on what you choose. So yeah, there's Blades. Like I said, not a lot to talk about here. He's a red repaint Alpha Bravo, a little bit more red than I thought, than I usually see Blades. But I like it that his combiner port's white, and it gives him a little bit more distinction. It helps separate and break up the red and robot mode. So yeah, very cool. We're getting into the next two are my favorites, so we're getting into that. We're building towards Defensor, which is something I've been looking forward to. But anyway, there's Blades, and we'll see you next time for the next Wave 3 figure.